and he definitely stepped up.
Yeah, aggressive from the start. It's not always, like I said, always about made or missed shots. Got the same great looks and cashed them in tonight, but obviously felt a little bit better, had a little more bounce in the step, attacked the matchups and made the right plays. And so obviously we were struggling at times in the first overall as a unit, and I think he kept us afloat until everybody else kind of caught up and got on board.
How important was that rebounding effort from everybody towards the end of the game, but particularly Jason Tate and his energy?
Yeah, it was big. We had 19 offensive rebounds for 30 second chance points. Cashed those in on 12 for 16 attempts. So great job there. And like I said, we're going to have to continue to carry that over with Steven being out. And guys did a great job, but it was basically typified by that last play. Jay Sean with Jackson there, he does a defensive lineman swim move to get around and gets his hand on the ball. Alpy follows. Tari was in there as well, getting by Neesmith, I think. And Alpy came up with a big board off his miss and obviously kicked it out took some time off the clock. And then Amen had to knock one down, but it went with the night. 19 offensive rebounds is a big number for us, and cashing them in, like I said, for 30 points.
Did you feel any extra motivation from Alpy because he didn't make the All-Star team?
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to have that regardless. He's motivated to make it, and then when you don't make it, you have a little extra motivation as well. And so more so than anything, though, he's going to feel better and better, with some rest and his ankle catching up to him. And so you can see a little pop back in the step, just like he did before he tweaked it again. And understanding with 26 points missing tonight, he had to step up and carried the load tonight.
You guys struggled with turnovers tonight. What did you see that led to those videos?
Yeah, playing in the crowd a little bit. I think, we made some nice interior passes, but at times guys weren't ready for those, and it was really a lot in traffic, and they cashed them in at a high clip. In the third quarter alone, they had 10 points off of our turnovers, and to, give up 26 off 16 turnovers is way too high. So if we take care of the ball, as always, a good formula for us is offensive rebound, take care of the ball, win the possession battle, and that's what kept them in it, but the rebounding helped us as well.
What led to that?
The shooting ability, and then just like his physicality with McConnell and some of their smaller guards, Nemhart. And so he probably has a little extra motivation here as well, coming back playing against an old team, and he's played well here in the past. But, yeah, I'd like his physicality on the defensive end specifically.
You talked about this a little bit with the offensive rebounds. Indiana entered this game in January. They're the best team in the league at limiting offensive rebounds. What were you guys able to do to overcome what they had done well so far?
Well, I think the fact that Alperen's drawing all that attention, they're doubling and scrambling, and I think it led to a lot of open lanes for guys to crash. And then I think Alpe in general, Clinton as well. They're not the biggest team. They got Huff and Jackson, but we felt we could take advantage of the boards there. It's something we do well. So it's kind of a battle of the wills, I guess, with both teams doing that at a high clip. And so we feel confident on most nights if we get the crashing from the wings and 3 or more guys, we'll get a good chance to get 60, 70% of those. Thank you.